Hey folks, AJ the CEO here, and like I said, back from vacation. People rolling like crazy. So we just finished up a Zoom consultation, and now we're getting ready to get on the road to do a on-site. And I have somebody holding on to my leg with me this time. Say hi, Ayana.
Hi.
So I got my partner in success with me today. So let's get on the road. We're gonna go up here to Gordonville to see what we can do to help out this ministry. Hey, would you grab the red book bag, please? And then we got to get back because I have another Zoom consultation later this afternoon. So we're rolling. Thankfully, this is only about an hour away. And who is blowing my phone up right now? Anyway, let's get in the car and let's roll. Alright folks, just got here in Gordonville at House of God. Let me actually get the name right. Holy Church of the Living God out here in Gordonville. So let's get in here and see what we can do to help them out.
This is our media area. This is new. It was a big booth that was dark and all that kind of stuff. And so we took the stuff that was blocking everything off of it, and they did all this fancy stuff. The stream comes from here, into here, into there, out to the world. We have 1 gig up, down, internet through Firefly.
Okay.
And 3 different sets of cordless mics, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
2 Famaco cameras, so that's camera 1, and one's over there under that speaker, that's camera 2.
Okay.
Would like to get a camera 3, but maybe not. The main run makes it under the floor to those 2 speakers on the wall. Then we have patch panels. One of the goals also is to fully mic up the drums. We don't have enough equipment available right now, so they don't do that. We have a patch panel under here.
Okay.
Some of them work, some of them don't. The ones that are plugged up do work, and I think the other 2 do not.
Okay.
And then there's another panel over here which is on the wall.
I just wanted to know.
Excuse me. No. We just met him. He's a really awesome organ guy because I guess this is to do with the cameras. I guess I'm not sure. The fiber comes in there.
Okay.
We do have a stream deck. I'm not using it yet. I figured out a reason to use it, but I ain't telling you that. What else can I tell you?
Alrighty folks, so we got a bunch of stuff that we're probably going to do here. Let me go backwards and we'll go from here. So the first thing looking at doing is they want to go with another camera. The Famacos. First, we're going to flip them upside down. So we're going to do the whole mounts, and so that we can give more of a range of motion. I personally would probably move it up a little bit more and maybe put it on this side, but we'll go from there. Talking with them about getting buy-in to take all of this down and maybe put a 75, 85-inch screen TV on here so that it can be controlled from here. Everything is ran up under the floor, so we're going to do some new raceways up under here because all the cabling was done 20 years ago. So put about 4 to 6 SDI cables, 4 to 6 Ethernet cables under here, and 2 shielded cables because they're going to replace their mixer with the big X32 and do a S32 stage box up here. Put the drums all mic'd up, all the musicians, the organs, everything's going to be mic'd up, and have personal in-ear monitors, the P16s, for 4 musicians. We're going to put an electrical outlet right here for the praise team, and choir stands right here. So a monitor for them will run an XLR cable up to here that will loop over to the stage box over there. But that would live up under the pew, so that would give them sound here. They already have wireless mics. We're gonna put that in a 6U, 9U rack over there for everything over there. Probably use the CASA stuff so it can turn on and off remotely from a switch back there. They have an A10 Mini Pro well, actually, let's finish this. Also, the fellowship hall and pastor's office doesn't have any TVs. So some of the runs that we're talking about here are going to feed over into another splitter for the other half of the church so that we can run video and audio to the televisions on this side, make all that stuff simple. One of the other suggestions is they want another camera. I'm proposing to take down this fan, because there's enough light up here. Take this down, put a cap on it, and then put another camera right here, because the pillars are blocking their view of a good clean shot. So a closer camera right up here with a 10x will give a good shot of everything right here, and it can spin to about right here, and then spin to right there, give a good shot from here. So, and a bunch of the jacks on here, they said, are dead. So by going with the stage box, we're just going to close those off, not use them at all. And then coming back here, that's when we're going to probably much move all of that out of the way. They're going to still use the Mac for their presentation, going with a ATEM Mini Extreme, so that they could actually have more outputs and everything to feed into the TVs that they're going to do. The full size is going to be there. Probably going to build them a dedicated streaming PC, since they're using OBS for that. And their ATEM Mini Pro is going to be repurposed for when they have school classes. They actually have a TV that we'll put on a rolling cart out here, because one of their presenters is actually in a couple of states away. So they do kind of like a Zoom setup here with 2 tables. So proposing putting the TV on a cart up here, and then pastors over here, and then they will be in a private Zoom utilizing the ATEM Mini Pro, but then we can use the super source to build this out in the ATEM instead of OBS. Gives them a lot more flexibility and ease of use. So a lot of stuff, and then mainly we're going to train them and get all the stuff straight. So a lot of work to do. But and also thinking about putting a confidence monitor on the back wall, maybe a 75 right there. Honestly, an 85 could work too, but I'll put that there as an option. And then also want to look at doing up there maybe 2 Audio-Technica shotgun mics for crowd mics, so that way the ushers don't have to run around handing mics to people for them to talk, so they can all be heard. I mean, it sounds like a lot, but really it's not. It's just that they, ever since doing a lot of work in COVID, they're seeing the importance of this, and it's, nothing has been done in about 20 years, so a lot of folks are just looking at getting the stuff updated. So happy to be a part of it. Humbled that they said a lot of the stuff that they've done, that they have in place, is because of the stuff that we did on YouTube. So I'm very thankful for that. I'm glad the stuff I've done has helped. But let's get in front of the computer. We're going to write everything out. And if we get the contract, I'm going to bring you along so we can actually show you the whole process of this. And we're doing the training for them as well too, with the X32, the sound, and all the new equipment, and the flow, and all that other fun stuff. So let's get in front of the computer, let's design this thing, and we'll go from there. Alrighty, folks, we are back here. Let's go ahead and get this design for House of God. Alrighty. Now, thankfully, this is not a really tall sanctuary. And a lot of the work, as long as we do the foundation and the cables that need to run and replace under the church and the crawl space, excuse me, we should be good. All right, so we're going to go with all the stuff that I was suggesting originally, if I can spit it out. So the main thing, let's start with the back. Try and get as far back as possible. So we're going to upgrade to the ATEM Mini Extreme. Going to also go with the big X32 that is going to be connected with a feed here. And we're going to have a custom live streaming computer so they can use OBS. So we'll put this over here. So this will be streaming PC. That'll be connected over a USB cable. And they want to use their Mac for presentation. So we'll have this right here. So this will be our presentation Mac. And I think an adapter may be needed. USB-C to HDMI. I didn't get a chance to look at what ports were on the back of that. So an adapter may be needed. Not a big deal. All right, so they got that. Now, they have 2 cameras already. Let's make this a little bit smaller. So this is going to be the front PTZ. And I'll set this one right here. So this is a back PTZ with the possibility of other PTZ that honestly I was recommending taking down that ceiling light fan and then putting that there. These are actually connected over, it looks like, SDI to HDMI converters. So I'll just assume that that is there. And you know what? I think I'm going to stack these so that it'll be easier for me to run the cables and hopefully make them look a lot nicer and neater. So we'll put that there. Another one. And one more. So that'll be connected over SDI. That, but then this will ultimately be connected I don't like how that's connected. I'll just do it like that. Let's move this here. So it'll be converted back to HDMI here. All right, so that's adding the additional camera and the one that they already have. They already have a PoE switch, and most likely it looks like their joystick stopped responding. So after Rhonda tries to do a firmware update, if it doesn't, might as well also possibly include doing a new joystick, which I will add down here as well. All right, so let's connect everything. A lot of this stuff is what they already have, minus the new camera and these. Well, actually, all 3 down here is new. Anyway, let's connect all of this. X32, the 2 cameras. We'll put a surge protector on here to switch everything off and on. And then kind of organize and help them with the cable management back there. We also got the Extreme is connected. And of course the computers. I should have brought all these cables down here to make it easier to see. Move that to the back. Got our computer here. Try and keep this in line with this to the back. Color. Scoot this down just a little bit so we can tell exactly which one is which. go. So we got that connected. Let's do a SSD that we'll add there for recording. I don't recall seeing one back there. That'll be connected over our other USB port. We need a multi-view. Running out of space. So this will be our HDMI out number 2. Send that to the back. And then we have I'm going to put this up here because this is going to represent being on the other side of the building. This is going to be our 1x8 HDMI splitter. But because we're going into crawl space, I'm not going to run a fiber optic cable. I'm actually going to do 4 SDI cables under the crawl space, just in case there are any critters or anything like that. We have some backups. That's where I would not put a fiber optic HDMI cable, but we will convert it back to here because it will be easier just to run HDMI cables to the pastor's TV, fellowship hall, and other stuff like that instead of buying converters. So we're going to get an SDI to HDMI here, and that will convert that over to HDMI back there. We'll have, and it's already all over the place, so I'm just going to put this one here. This is going to be a HDMI to SDI. So our other HDMI output is going to go right there. And then under the church floor, that's what we'll do with this right there. So that's going to be our backbone. We're going to have 3 more of those as a backup just in case. So now for our televisions, looking at doing an 85 if it fits, and I'm kicking myself because I didn't measure that wall for the front and back. The back honestly looks like a 85 could go there easily. Probably will go with a 75 though, but an 85 in the front. So we have the potential of doing that. So I'm just going to put a couple of TVs here. So that's for the front wall, pastor's office, and fellowship hall. So this is front TV, pastor's TV, and then fellowship hall TV. And because it's split on the other side, we can add 5 more, and we just can do just regular fiber optic HDMI cables to get this here. So that will work perfectly fine. And why is that not in line? Pull that back. So boom, there's our TVs. Now, one other thing, most likely, we could also run a direct cable from the presentation TV to here. So that's what one of those extra secondary cables could be, with another SDI to HDMI. So that can be on the TV HDMI number 2. So if we never wanted this TV to ever show anything, we could do that. So that's a possible option. So let me actually do that. So for the front TV, we can have another connection going here, and then that would be another connection from the Mac. Come on, give me the connection. Thank you. Right here. So that would be HDMI. That would be our second SDI cable that we would hook up and just give another option if we wanted to do that. So now the front TV can show nothing but the presentation TV, but if we connected it to USB, which we wouldn't do. We just have to figure that out. Well, actually, never mind. I think already we're good. So if the presentation only wanted to go directly to the TV and not video, that is an option with that second connection. Now, also, we can use the loop out because the SDI to HDMI has a SDI loop out. So that extra cable that we're already running, we can have it loop back all the way to the back here. And actually, I have the wrong one. We need a SDI to HDMI. That would give a connection to the TV here. That is an option. Or another thing we could do, instead of doing the converters and stuff like that, could maybe get a 1 inch to a 1.5 inch in diameter PVC pipe and just run all the cables in there. And then we could use the fiber optic HDMI cable. That's also possibly an option. But for right now, we would use the loop out of this SDI, and that would give circle back for the back TV. All right. So we got that so far. Now, the other thing that we're going to add is and I'm running out of space of where I can connect this to. I'll put it right here. This is going to be our S32. This is going to replace everything existing, all the wall jacks and all this other stuff that we're not going to use. So I'm going to change this color just so we know what it is. This is going to be our shielded Cat5e cable or Ethercon cable that we're going to connect everything, back to the mixer. All of our instruments are going to be plugged into that, and then also connected into this is going to be the power play, which is going to feed the signal to our P16s for our musicians. So that would be the P16s, the personal mixer. Let's make that a little bit smaller so we can squeeze them all in. So we got 4 of them. Actually, I did make 4. I copied 5. So we connect all of those. So the musicians are taken care of. The speaker that is going to be in the front, up under the front pew. And I'm really running out of space here. Let's make this a little bit smaller. This will make a hole up under the pew. They'll put electrical outlet up under that front pew. We make a hole the size of a nickel just so a XLR cable can go, and we will feed that from that front pew back to where this is, and that's how we'll get audio here for that front speaker. Now, what else am I forgetting? Oh, we also need to have crowd mics. And because everything is in the front, we'll put, I need to go up some more. We'll have 2, maybe some audio technical ones, because those are the ones that I know have worked well for me in the same scenario. This would be our crowd mics there. For left and right, let's move this up so you can actually read what it says. And I think think that's mainly it. I mean, we're gonna have some racks and stuff like that. Maybe a 9U or a 6U. Some Casa plugs to turn the stuff on remotely from the booth. All that other stuff. But I mean, that's mainly it. The main thing is we're gonna run 4 Cat 6 cables up under the crawl space. 4 to 6 SDI cables, mainly for backup, because we're already going to use, this is 1, 2, and 3. Then we run another 3 more as backup. Probably do them, 3 of them in black, 3 of them in white, just so we know the difference between them as a backup. And everything else, once all that crawl space stuff is done, everything is going to be on the floor with a ceiling that's that looks like it was around like 7 to 8 feet tall. So just a regular 6-foot ladder would get me through everything. And I think that's about it. And Rhonda has been a member with some other folks on our Facebook group and has always been on our Q&A. So Rhonda, I really appreciate that you reached out for me to come out there. Really humbled by that. And just the fact that she was telling me that everything that was there in the church, she learned from the videos. And I mean, that really makes me feel good that that the stuff I'm doing is appreciated and it's really helping. And I really just appreciate just the fact that y'all keep reaching out to me to do this stuff. And I'm just glad that y'all are tuning in. We have a bunch of people that reach out and do a bunch of stuff, and I ain't going to get into that, but I just really appreciate y'all. I really do. And I hope y'all get something out of this. And when I see stuff like this and see ministries that have been transformed by the videos that have been done over the years, it just kind of bodes well with knowing that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing right now in this season of my life. So really thankful about that. If we get the contract, I'm going to bring you along probably, and we'll have some help to do this one with everybody there, because I know they're excited about that, and to get them straight and get them what they need to just move the ministry forward. So I know they're excited about that. So link is going to be down below to every single thing that we do that I'm recommending for this and everything like that. I'm going to work on, I'm busy. So typically I try to put this stuff up on my website with the image so you can see everything. Honestly, sometimes when I finish doing this, I'm just so tired, I just don't do it. So we're putting stuff in place, hopefully, to make this, you can jump over to the website to see everything that's there. But just know, if you ever want any help like this, virtually or in person, you can book a consultation with me at ajhomes.com/consultations. Folks, we do travel. We're actually getting ready to head up to New Jersey next week to help out a ministry to do an on-site to actually see in person what a project that we're going to be working on pretty soon. And I also just got word that we did get the contract for the 2 digital walls here in Richmond. So we're going to be doing that again. And we got about 3 more that we're going to be doing. So really excited about that. So we got a lot of projects coming up and a lot of travel and everything like that. But I think that's about it. So if you like this type of content, appreciate a like, consider subscribing, hit that bell. That way you get notified when we come out with other videos to help modernize your media ministry. Thanks for watching, folks. This is AJ. Catch you on the next video. Later.